This is Donald Wade FTH223 Module 2, 8 June 2024. Part 1, locate a firearm, and the gun digest, exploded gun drawing manual, find one online, borrow friends, buy a firearm. I'm going to use the SAR B6 that was provided through SDI for this assignment. Overall impressions, I'm not a huge fan of the slide design. There's no real way to grip up here on top. Serrations are only on the back. I would like to have serrations up here in the front. So, my opinion, there's nowhere to really grab to do a press check. It's all on the back. I'm not a fan of that. And it feels cheap. It just feels cheap to me. I am going to use the SAR manual on page 34 and 35. It's got the exploded diagram and the parts list. Also on Galloway Precision, there's a schematic. It's the exact same as the manual. So it is available online if you just do a little search. Describe for the instructor what components and assemblies in a firearm may cause the following failures. First off is failure to lock. Failure to lock be too little headspace, not allowing the rounds to fully seat within the chamber. It'll create a small gap, not allowing full lockup. Barrel lugs on the barrel itself can cause issues. If there's any kind of interference on the barrel lugs up here on top, it won't lock in the slide in the barrel lugs. Okay, so if these are bent, marred, damaged any kind of way, it's not going to lock up because they won't fit in these lug cutouts. Recoil spring can be damaged, not allowing it to fully drive that slide back home. So that's a good place to start. Dirty chamber, dirty breech face, not allowing that round to fully seat. And then frame rails and slide rails, could be a lot of debris causing friction, not allowing it to fully seat. Again, damaged parts, wore out components, and things of that sort. Failure to unlock, you can have low pressure rounds which don't have enough pressure to drive that spring back. Again, you could have a damaged recoil spring. It gets pinched and it's not allowing the slide to go back. Your hammer can have an issue with the spring on the inside, or it could be have something caught in there. If the hammer is pinned, the slide's not going to it's not going to retract. Your takedown lever can be damaged, which is not allowing the barrel to drop down enough to clear that slide. Multiple issues for a failure to unlock. Dirt, grime, causing it to lock up, especially the frame rails. slide rails. These slide rails on the SAR B6 are on the exterior of the slide, where they're not on the inside lip, which is prone to have dirt debris get in the inside, and if they're not maintained properly and cleaned properly, then they can seize it up. Failure to feed is going to be primarily a magazine issue. You can have the mouth pinched, not allowing the rounds to come through and be stripped off properly. The spring on the inside can be damaged again. Your magazine, your mag catch ports here damaged, wore out, opened up too much, not allowing the magazine catch on the frame to not catch it. And again, on your mag release, mag catch, so it's not able to fully seat that magazine. Again, feed ramp on your barrel. If the customer is able to chamber F&Js, but they're not able to chamber hollow points, check their feed ramp. Make sure their feed ramp's not damaged. Making sure the lug on the slide is not damaged or wore out. This is the portion that strips that round from the magazine. And again, excessive buildup of carbon, not properly maintaining your firearms. Part 2, evaluate understanding. It's understanding the working components of each firearm. And going back, I relied on exploded diagram, general knowledge, previous courses, the cycle of operations. Part 3, what can you do to further develop a deeper understanding of these concepts? Learning different platforms. All hammer fire is not all based on the SAR, so using various makes and models just kind of broaden your horizon a little bit and broaden the scope of work. They all generally work the same, but they may have different options as far as components and stuff like that are concerned. My opinion on the SAR B6, I haven't shot it, but as I've stated before, I'm not a fan of the slide. I like serrations on the front and the back. I do my press checks and I'll grab the front and check. There's no real area to grab it other than the rear. So we'll see how it goes and see what I can do and maybe fix it. Maybe I can machine some small serrations up here on the top, depending on how much metal I can safely remove. Until next time.